Hi, my name is Zach, and in this video we are going to look into the basic part of a sentence, part 2. In this video we are going to be talking about objects, complements, adverbial, and basic sentence structures. The complement of a linking verb is called predicative, or sometimes we call it subject complement. My favorite playwright is William Shakespeare. Now, what does it do? The predicative in this example is renaming the subject, right? Because the subject is not known, my favorite playwright. So the question will be, who is the favorite playwright? So we have to identify the subject. So in this case, the predicative is William Shakespeare. The second example, Mark Twain became a steamboat pilot. Mark Twain, subject, became, verb. Again, this is a linking verb. A steamboat pilot, right? So here we have predicative to describe Mark Twain, right? To describe the subject. Now, in the first example, William Shakespeare renames the subject, and in the second example, steamboat pilot describes the subject. Let's look at the third example. She felt uneasy in the crowd. She, subject, felt, linking verb, right? Uneasy in the crowd. Uneasy, adjective, right? Okay, now what is an object? We have subject and the subject performs the action. Object receives the action. The old man caught a big fish. Right, so here the old man is the subject, caught is an action verb, and a big fish is going to be object. Let's analyze this again. Subject, the old man, because the subject performs the action. Caught is the action, is the verb, and a big fish receives the action. The second example, my uncle gave up smoking. My uncle, subject, gave up, phrasal verb, right? So it's a verb, gave up, and then we have smoking. Harry bought his son a new school bag. In this example, Harry is subject, bought is action verb, and we have two objects, right? So his son and a new school bag. His son is indirect object because it receives the direct object. A new school bag is a direct object. Why? Because a new school bag receives the action of the verb bought. We have subject, verb, indirect object, direct object. Now, what if we want to use subject, verb, direct object, and indirect object instead of indirect object and then direct object? Well, it's very easy. All we have to do is use a preposition. Harry bought a new school bag for his son. Harry, subject, bought is a verb, action verb. A new school bag, direct object because it receives the action. And then we use preposition for his son, indirect object. The old man left his daughter a large house. The old man, subject, left is action verb. His daughter, indirect object, because his daughter will receive something, right? A large house is direct object, right? Because it receives the action of the verb left. Again, the old man left his daughter a large house. Now, again, we can change the order of the sentence. For example, we can say, the old man, subject, left, verb, a large house, direct object, and we use preposition to his daughter. Now, sometimes it is hard to distinguish between object complement and indirect object. Now, what is object complement? Just like subject complement, object complement comes right after the direct object. Now, why do we use object complement? We use object complement to describe or to identify the object. It's the same as subject complement, right? So we use subject complement to rename, describe, or identify the subject, right? And they come after the linking verbs. Object complement comes right after the direct object, and we use it to identify or to describe the direct object. For example, when we use verbs like appoint, make, consider, call, elect, name, think, choose, find, and prove, it is very likely that we will use direct object and also object complement. Let's look at this example. The committee appointed Franklin general manager, right? So here, the committee, subject, appointed is the verb, Franklin is direct object, and general manager is going to be object complement. The second example, no one considered him an expert, right? No one, subject, considered, verb, him, object, direct object, right? And then an expert is object complement. The bouquet of flowers made his girlfriend happy. In this example, the bouquet of flowers is subject of this sentence, made is the verb, his girlfriend object, and happy is going to be object complement. Again, so why do we use object complement? To identify or to describe the object, right? So in this example, we are describing his girlfriend, right? So she was happy. All right, adverbials. Adverbials indicate time, place, manner, and reason, right? So time, when something happened, place, where something happened, manner, how something happened, and reason, why something happened, right? Okay, so adverbials may be adverbs, prepositional phrases, or adverbial clauses. What's the difference? Here we have two examples. The first example reads, the client will leave when there is no service available. The second example reads, very soon she knew the full story. Now, what is the difference between these two adverbials? Right, so the first one is long adverbial and the second one is a short adverbial, right? Now, when we have long adverbials, they usually go at the end of a sentence, right? So the clients will leave when there is no service available. When this adverbial is telling us the time, right? The time when they will leave. Very soon she knew the full story. Here we have short adverbial, and because it's a short adverbial, we can place it at the beginning of a sentence, even though it's not wrong to place it at the end of a sentence as well. All right, let's do a little bit of practice. Can you combine these sentences into a one sentence? All right, so the old man silently handed a photo of a pretty girl to me. The old man, subject, silently, adverbial, handed a photo of a pretty girl to me. Now, because in this example, the adverbial is very short, we have three choices. We can put the adverbial front, we can use it in the middle of a sentence, or we can use it at the end. Great. Let's do another one. All right, so here we have short adverbial proudly. It goes between the subject and the verb. So he proudly became the boss of a bookstore, subject complement. For the first time in his life, adverbials. Okay, let's look at the third one. Do you think you can combine these 4 sentences into one clear sentence? Let's go. Yes. So, a short while ago, comma, my brother helped me carry a very heavy bookcase up the stairs. All right, so when we talk about basic sentence structures, we do have 5 basic sentence structures. We have sentences that are made out of subject, predicate, predicative, subject complement, object, object complement, and adverbial. So what sentence structures can you think of? Right, so we have 5 basic structures. The first structure is subject predicate, right? So predicate is a verb, right? Subject predicate. The second basic sentence is subject linking verb and complement. The third one is subject, verb, and object. The fourth basic sentence structure is subject, predicate, object, adverbial. And the fifth one is subject, predicate, object, object complement. Let's see examples. Time flies. Time flies. Here we have time, subject, flies, predicate. Another example, dead dogs, subject, don't bite, predicate. Money, subject, talks, predicate. The large yellow bus, subject, has stopped. The second structure we have is subject, linking verb, and subject complement. Right, so subject complement is also called predicative. Speech, subject, is a linking verb. A picture of the mind, predicative. Every beginning, subject, is linking verb. Hard, adjective. So we know everything that comes after a linking verb must be subject complement. The firefighters, subject, are linking verb. Inside the building, right? Also predicative. The third sentence structure we have is subject, predicate, object. Poverty tries friends. Many hands make light work. Nature taught the boy the meaning of fear. Jerry handed me a Spanish dictionary. So, in the first example, poverty subject, tries action verb, and friends object, right? They receive the action. The fourth basic sentence structure we have is subject, predicate, object, adverbial. Adverbials indicate time, place, manner, and reason, right? Okay, so let's look at the examples. You never miss the water till the well runs dry. You, subject, miss, predicate, the water, object, and till the well runs dry, adverbial. No man, subject, can make, predicate, a good coat, object, with bad clothes, adverbial. And the last one, my daughter, subject, finished, predicate, her homework, object, quickly, adverbial. The last and fifth basic sentence structure we have is subject, predicate, object, and object complement. Let's look at the sentences. The villagers, subject, found, verb, their bedrooms, object, ankle deep in water, adjectives used to describe the object, right? The bedrooms. All right. The second example we have is the captain, subject, named, verb, his small boat, object, the flying fish. The flying fish, right? So that's a name, so it's a noun, right? So the flying fish in this example identifies the small boat, all right? The third example we have is the friendly mood makes us comfortable, right? The friendly mood, subject, makes is a verb, us, object. What is comfortable? Comfortable is adjective, right? So adjective is used to describe us, the object. All right, here we have 3 examples, 3 sentences. Can we put them into one clear sentence? Let's go. All right, let's look at the second sentence combining. Can we put all these 3 sentences into one clear sentence? Let's go. Hey, you reached the end of this lesson. I hope you really enjoyed this lesson and learned a lot. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comment below. And also, don't forget to subscribe.